Well, good evening, everybody. This is Tim Bell from Grace Music Academy. We're going to be doing a lesson today about the modes. What are the modes? The modes are the all seven scales. If you got today, we're going to be doing A major. So we're going to be doing A major. So the A major scale is A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. So you got three sharps in there. So what's happening with the modes is the first mode is your Ionian mode. Ionian mode. This is the regular do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You can use that for it's always gonna fit. It's just like a joker in the deck. It always fit in. So when you get to the first mode, let's see, is the Ionian mode, which is the regular, ordinary, everyday that everyone knows. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's Ionian. And it fits perfect with the major chord. And if you don't have those proper fingerings, you can go back to our How to Play Piano Quick lesson to How to Play Piano Quick A major and get those fingerings. Yeah, get those under your hand. But today we're talking about the Ionian mode. That's the first mode. What is the second mode? The second mode is the Dorian mode, which starts off on the it's the Dorian mode. It starts off on the second note, which would be B. B, because of A is 1, B is 2. So it starts with the Dorian mode. So a lot of the jazz players use Dorian. And it's going to fit with that D minor. That's the Dorian mode. And it starts, instead of starting on do, re, it's going to start on re. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re. That's your Dorian mode. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re. And then the third mode, let's go to the third mode, is going to be your Phrygian mode. Right here, Phrygian mode. And the Phrygian mode is going to be your third note. It's going to be do, re, mi. So it's going to actually start on mi. Phrygian mode is the third mode, and it's still part of the minor chord, because that third chord is always going to be minor, major, minor. If you don't understand that, the tonics, major, minor, minor. So the third mode is going to be it's still a minor scale, but it's not the particular relative minor scale, but it is a minor scale. And how you're going to know it is because you're going to stay in the key of A major, but you're going to start on the third note. staying on the third note, because what is the third note? It's the do, re, mi. So third note is going to be mi. Mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi. See, now that's like a different mode. That's what it's called. It's the modes. So it's the Dorian mode, the Phrygian mode. Went back to Dorian. Mm, yeah. So you guys got to get it under your hand. If you got the scale, that's your Phrygian mode. Okay, let's keep going. Next is going to be the Lydian mode. That's going to be number 4. So it's going to start on D, which is the 4 of A. So the Phrygian mode is, but you just got to start on D, because most of the time you get started on D. No, that's D major. Ah, see, that's D major. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing this. Listen to it, D major. Watch this. And what note are we starting on? Do, re, mi, fa. So it's starting on fa. So you're starting on the 4th note. Do, mi, fa, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa. Fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, fa. That's a hard one there for me. See, that's the difference right there. Instead of having that G, it's got that G sharp. That's the Lydian mode. That's the 4th mode. Let's go to the 5th mode, which is your Mixolydian. Is going to be the most familiar, other than the major scale, which is the mixo. So it starts on the 5th note, which is we're in the key of A. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So E is our Mixolydian. Now this means you playing in the key of A, but you're gonna start in E, but you're gonna stay in A. You're gonna start in E major and A major, going to start your scale in E, but you're going to stay in the key of A as the key signature. When I move. Even we go here, 5. So that's your mixolydian. You guitar players, we love that on the guitar and the bass. That's the main scale we use, that mixolydian. So what note is starting on instead of do? Because do is here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. So we're starting on sol. So you want to hear how the mixolydian scale starts. It starts on sol. So, mi, fa, do, so, mi, fa, do, re, mi, fa, sol. That's how you go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. No, that ain't do. This do. This is do right here. Because that's your key you're in. You're A. So you're do, re, mi, fa, sol. Sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol. There you go. So if you want to hear it, you take your do, re, mi, and you put it on the one, then you'll hear the difference in the mode. That's how you gonna know the difference in the mode. So that's the 5th one. So let's get to the 6th one. The 6th one is your relative minor. That's your Aeolian. Because 6 is gonna be your F sharp minor. And if you're doing the minor scale, so if you're doing F sharp minor scale, or the natural relative minor to A is F sharp. Even though we're here. That's your relative minor, because the 6th note of the scale is always the relative minor of the key. So if I'm in the key of A, my relative minor is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can always go 1, 2, 3, go down 3, and that'll be the same thing. So if you go up 6, 1, that's A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 6th note. So that would be the minor. Okay, well, what note is that on? That note is on do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, relative minor key. So you want to know how it sounds? Just do your do re mi's. So you go to the sixth note, la ti, because that's gonna be T. La ti do re mi fa sol la. That is your Aeolian. That's your relative minor to A major, which will be the sixth. And if you're unfamiliar with what chords go where, go back to the series of tonics, and we go over each one, each chord, each tonic in each key. Which one is 1, 2, 3, 4? So if it's the 4, it's major. If it's the 5, it's major. If it's the 6, it's minor. That's what you learn on about tonics. So all of the song structures, but as you get into the scales, this is why we don't necessarily teach minor scales. We teach you the modes where you're going to get all of the scales in every key. So let's get to the last one. Oh, the last one is the Locrian, which nobody ever hardly ever plays because it sounds horrible. But nevertheless, sometime when you got a diminished movement, you might use it because it's going to be T. See how that sounds? Nobody likes that one. It's very seldom used unless it's a minor. No, it's a diminished movement. So if somebody talking to you about a diminished scale, that would be your Locrian mode. So if you got a diminished chord and you ran that Locrian mode, it would fit perfect in there. Oh, it's right here. And it's dragging you back. It's trying to drag you back to that root so bad. It's just like, just kind of push you. Like we had a song, it had that diminishing there. And it went back. See how it worked out? Just want to drag you back to that root so bad. And when it go back, it's just beautiful. Watch it go diminish. And then it go. It just can't wait to get you back. You hear that clutter. And it just drags you right back to that root. So that's all for today. You got the modes. You got the Ionian, You got the Ionian mode, Dorian mode, Phrygian mode, Lydian mode, Mixolydian, Aeolian, which is your relative minor, and your Locrian mode. And I'll see you next week. For the next one, we'll be doing E major. All right, get them scales under your fingers, and I'll see you next time.